Hey friends. Um, Boy, I am just sitting here on a Friday night. I have not had any wine yet, and I want to just talk to you about something that's just on my mind right now. Um, and the question is, should you be a spiritual healer and life coach? And this is obviously a question that I deal with all the time because I'm a spiritual healer and life coach, and I train other people, other women, in this work. And the reason I'm even having this live, which is totally impromptu, I just felt like I needed to do this, was because I just got off a call with a young woman who completed a discovery session intake, okay? And she says, I'm in high school and I want to be a life coach. And she did, I have an intake form uh, that you have to fill out before you have a discovery session with me. And believe me, it is not easy. It's in depth. It requires you to sit down and think. Um, it asks you difficult questions about, your emotions. You have to confront yourself before you have a session with me to discuss my work, right? And I was reading this intake form, and I was really impressed as I'm reading this intake form. I'm going, wow, the person who filled this out knows their emotions, they know how they feel, they are aware of the different tools they need in order to heal, and they're aware of their dreams, they're aware of their desires, and they're also aware of the challenges that they're facing within themselves. They're aware of the external challenges and they're aware of the inner challenges. I'm reading this thing and I was shocked that when she's like, I'm just in high school, okay? Now, look, my certification program is is a premium program. It's top of the line, it's personal coaching, and it's pricey, okay? So do I keep this session or do I not? And of course, I'm going to keep this session because I want to meet the high school student that is so aware of themselves and writing so beautifully. The way she expressed herself in a rational, logical, coherent way was gorgeous, right? So I was thinking that maybe, it's a high school student, like 18, 17, 18, about ready to graduate. I got on the call and this child is 14 years old, okay? This child with a capital C is 14 years old. And she was cute. Okay, look, it was funny to me. It was funny. And she's like, Crystal, I want to be a life coach. I want to help people deal with their shadows. I'm learning how to overcome these things and I want to help other people overcome these things. And I'm like, wow, this is just gorgeous. She was awesome. And being my realistic self, I said, girl, let's talk about this because I think you're going to make an amazing life coach. I think you're going to have an amazing blog. I can't wait till I'm reading your blog. I can't wait till I'm watching you making videos on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. So that's all I'm going to say about her because she is a magnificent being. And I love that she's 14 and she wants to be a spiritual healer and a life coach. And I know that if she actually puts her mind to it and makes that as a decision for herself, I know she will rock this world. Now, here I am live, and I know that a lot of my friends are spiritual healers, just spiritual in general, and life coaches, light workers, Reiki masters, right? Yoginis. I know we all are in this together, and healers and coaches of different levels. I see Vita's on the line. Hey Vita, thanks for watching, girl. Vita's also a healer. She works with women who are trying to get pregnant, and she helps them actually like revamp their inner body to purify it so that they can actually give birth, like to create a healthy inner landscape so that the body can be um, adequately prepared to conceive, right? So if you want to reach out to Vita, if you're working on conceiving, please reach out to my friend Vita Kaki. I hope I said your name right. Is it Kaki or Kaki? I say Kaki. We're going to call her Vita Kaki, okay, right now. Anyway, so a lot of you all are healers and coaches and things like this, and so um, some of you are on the fence about whether or not you should be a spiritual healer or life coach, and I want to make up a test right now to see if this is something that you should be doing. Okay, the first thing I would ask you is, where is this desire to be a healer and life coach coming from? Okay. For me personally, it was an imperative. It felt like an imperative in my being, right? It felt like, oh, I have to do this. Okay. And it was like a download, and it was a strong feeling of excitement, right? When I thought about helping people, when I thought about listening to people, when I thought about being of service and providing people a safe space to heal and to grow, I felt excitement inside my chest. Um, my mind would kind of skip a beat, and I could see it happening, right? I could feel it happening. Now, if you are interested in being a spiritual life coach and a healer, or any kind of a coach for that matter, just drop me a line and let me know in the comments that this is something you'd like to consider. And if you want to talk to me about it, about my experience personally, I'm more than happy to. You can drop me a line in the comments, or you can send me a private message, okay? The thing is, and this is what I want you to think about, okay? Just because you have a feeling that you want to be a life coach or a healer, you have to kind of do some exploration to see what it means to be a life coach and a healer. Now, I have very specific ideas of what a spiritual life coach and healer does. Like if you want to be one of my coaches, like you go through my program, it's very, very specific about what the program is very specific, what we take you through, and the requirements to become certified by me are pretty specific, right? However, aside from that, your desire to be a spiritual life coach doesn't have to be certified or regulated by anybody, okay? When I first started off as a healer, I started off as a massage therapist, and I wanted to heal people with my touch. I knew there was magic in my hands. Also, I knew that I could see problems in people. I knew it because I would get these, either they were downloads or I just had x-ray vision. I could look at a person's body and be like, oh, this is an issue. That's a problem. We need to fix this. If we put some heat here, this is going to be melted away. If I take a rose quartz crystal and I place it here, this is going to be elevated, right? And I could see these things with my own eyes, and I had knowing of how to heal, right? And I'm sorry, yes, and my friend Vita is writing me some notes here, and thank you, Vita. I appreciate it. She says, first of all, her name is Vita Khaki like the pants, okay? And she says her calling to be a healer is beyond your control. It's a calling that I know I'm incomplete without. Yes, and Vita, I feel that in you like I feel that in myself. It is a natural calling. Now, here's the thing. As I'm saying, you can actually create your healing in your own way. And that's what I started off doing. Like, I was a massage therapist, I was doing it my way, and then I opened a day spa and I had a bunch of people working for me, and it was awesome. We all loved it. It was very fulfilling, it was very satisfying. But here's the thing. What's not satisfying is being a healer or a coach with no clients, right? Or being a healer and coach with only one or two clients, and you cannot support yourself. Now, if you are someone who likes having a full-time job and doing your healing on the side, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do one or two healings, look, you're doing the Lord's work. I believe that very strongly. But I personally believe, number one, I believed that my coaching and healing business should support me. So when I first graduated from massage school back in 2002, I had no, actually, sorry, that was in 2001. When did I graduate from massage school? 2002. I graduated in 2002, and I ran my massage business. I would go to people's homes, but I was making thousands of dollars a month. And that happened immediately because I'm naturally a businesswoman. I was raised in business. I'm also a number 8. I understand business. Okay. So for me to say I'm going to support myself doing my healing business, you know, that's going to be a reality, right? For me. But that's not always the case for everybody. So one of the things you have to consider if you're going to be a spiritual healer or life coach is how you are going to support yourself. And if you want to support yourself as this healer through your through your healing business. Now, I know a lot of spiritual healers are like, well, I don't believe in being paid for my services. And that's fine for you. I'm all about that. If that makes you happy, that makes you happy. But I don't believe in that for myself. And I don't believe that that's actually a valid moral principle. I think that doctors are healers, and I think that they get paid. Psychologists are healers, they get paid. Um, I think that Oprah Winfrey is a healer and she gets paid. I think that people who write books are healers and they get paid. And I also believe that, we get paid. We can all get paid because, number one, I feel, okay, look, now I'm going to go into my theory about why people can pay. When you think that people shouldn't pay something, and when you think that they can't afford you, your vision is limited and it's putting them in a limited space. And for me, I believe that people are to be elevated and held responsible to the highest level of spirituality, which is abundance, and you can do it. Okay. Now, not everybody can do it all at one time. I'm maybe more financially advanced, energetically advanced, where my energy manifests in money more so than you. But maybe your energy manifests more in children or in painting, whatever. I don't care how your energy manifests. My point is, by thinking that people can't afford or shouldn't have to pay, I'm saying you're putting them in a box, and nobody needs to be put in a box. Now, what I do in my business is I have things that I'm paid for and things that I'm not. So for example, I write posts on Facebook that I love sharing. I know those things inspire people, right? My shares inspire. I have a blog that I post on every week. That inspires people. I have videos that I make every week. That inspires people. I create downloads. You know, my moon rituals are detailed, right? My moon rituals, I provide you a 60-page moon and sun ritual every single month, right? For free, right? I do some things for free, and for other things I get paid. So there doesn't need to be a blanket statement of no healing gets paid, because that's absurd and ridiculous. Sorry. Was that condescending? I didn't mean to be. I apologize. I don't mean to be condescending, but I do find that it's absurd to ask a person who is gifted. These healers, these Reiki masters, these people who study energy, who take the time to nurture their energy, to eat vegan, who because it raises their vibration, which makes them better healers, makes them more present, and makes them raise the vibration of this earth. To me, that stuff needs to be supported. That stuff is real. That's an art form. I support art and healing arts. Can I get any kind of feedback? Let's see. Let me see who's online with me here. Go ahead and leave me some comments. I'm listening. I have Erin here. Hey, Erin. Hey, I just want to be a balance. I do want to make a living with it, just not get rich, I guess. No, you make valid points. I needed to hear this. Erin, I think that what you might be saying, what I think you might have a fear of, is being a greedy person who takes advantage of other people. And I want to suggest that you have control over greed and how you behave with money and how you run your business. Okay? When I first started out, I was very much in a place of creating things for free and not getting paid. And what ended up happening was that I couldn't support myself. I would write and produce and give and give and give. And nobody ever thought, well, actually, sorry, there were maybe 3 people who actually thought enough to just make a donation for me as a healing artist. And they just on 3 occasions, I had people send me a couple $100 for my work, and it was always, Crystalline, I can't believe you're giving me this, and here's just some money. I feel called to do this for you. Okay. But those 3 donations, which totaled about $900 over the course of 5 years, okay, those were not enough for me to support myself. They were not. Erin, you should see me right now. I'm sitting here looking at your little picture on the screen and talking to you as if you're right there. Okay, so sorry. But my point is that you cannot live off of not getting paid. Okay? And what I would like to see happen in the spiritual community is dignity brought to our profession, because those of us who do this work, we we love it. We are passionate about it. We are reading books. We are watching videos. We are educating ourselves. I know, because I've been educating myself on this stuff for over 25 years, right? And we are investing our own energy, our own heart into this. And then those of us who take the business seriously, we actually build websites. Do you know how much money it takes to build a website? Do you know how much energy we have to put into building a website? Right? We get photographs taken. We do things to make ourselves authorities, to show our authority and to share ourselves with you. all those blogs that you read, all those YouTube, YouTube is free, right? That stuff on YouTube is free. All I'm saying is we are, there's, all I'm saying is we should get paid. And if you will embrace your own creativity and value it, you will ask to be compensated for what you give. And I do believe you deserve that, right? Sorry, I'm going to check in with my comments here. Thank you so much for commenting and being present with me on this discussion. Erin says she wants to be in balance. I need to hear this. Kelsey, hi Kelsey. Kelsey says healing is not free. I don't get why people expect us to do it for no compensation because it's spiritual. Exactly. And hey, the most spiritual churches, they're so spiritual, and they got money. Okay? Mormonism, the Catholic Church, they got bank. And you know what? You know what they do with that bank? They take care of their temples. Okay? They provide for other people. The more the more I'm compensated, the more I can give, okay? Because I'm not struggling to pay my rent, right? I can be out healing and talking and inspiring and helping, as opposed to, having to take a job that doesn't inspire me, right? Kelsey says, amen. And Aaron says, I've seen others do it. Well, I thank you. This helps me. I'm glad. I love you. I love it. I love that emoji with the eyes crying and laughing, like, ha, 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 tears. Vita says, if I invest a lot of money in something, I will take it more seriously. Yes, yes. My clients take my programs more seriously if they invest money. Charging the right price is important in the transformation of the client. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Vita. I personally, every year, and we were just talking about this in one of my accountability groups with my girl Vita here. We were talking about how much money we spend every year on our own coaching, on our own personal development, right? Personal development is a form of self-healing. When you don't know something, let me tell you something, you're wounded. If you want to have a business and you don't know how to run that business, you're in a state of brokenness. If you want something and you don't know how to get it, okay, you need to get some healing. Go get the healing from a teacher or a mentor. I'm having a giggle right here. It's not broken. If you don't know something, you're not broken. But my goodness, if you don't know something and you keep yourself in a state of ignorance, and you let that ignorance drive your vehicle, right? And you choose to keep yourself ignorant, I ain't gonna say it because I know it comes off as being a little rude, but I am saying, like, I would make a different decision. I'd go get myself educated, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Erin says, I'm passionate about it. I just don't understand business like you. Well, that's why I'm here. Hello. Can I say honestly, I am an 8. All right. If you all know anything about, if you know anything at all about numerology, you will know that number 8 represents the businesswoman, okay, or the businessman, okay, the business person, all right? But the fact is, I'm both spiritual and I'm business oriented. When I was 8 years old, I opened my own lemonade stand, pulled that stuff off. I had a partner, but I fired her after about 2 hours because she wasn't pulling her weight. I'm like, look, I need to just do this alone, okay? Self-reliance, I'm gonna do this myself. And that's how I spent my money. My summer, making money selling 25-cent lemonade on Saturdays. It was fantastic. And it was, it shows who I am. But the point is that it's my job, okay? I am a mentor, I am a coach. It's my job to help spiritual people develop their businesses in a way that feels authentic to them. In my programs, we work from spirit first, okay? We always start inside. We let spirit blossom the abundance and the prosperity within you. And that abundance starts with your connection to your offering, your connection to your spiritual healing, your connection to the love that you want to give in the form of Reiki, in the form of whatever type of healing it is that you offer. Multidimensional quantum healing, whatever it is, that's love in action, right? That we need to connect with. But in order to make that a really thriving business, you have to take it beyond just the feeling and the transference of energy. You have to take that into writing it out, like getting your message clear, like what am I going to offer people and how I'm going to offer this, what I'm saying to people, how I help people heal. You also um, have to understand who you want to help. As I told the 14-year-old girl today, I said, do you feel ready to take on the responsibility of doing the inner work you need in order to be a business owner? And she says, no, I don't feel ready. And I said, yeah, that's good that you know that, right? And what I know inside myself is that I don't work with people who are not ready. So if you are not ready to deal with your inner, the negative feelings that you feel inside, your doubt, your fear, then you can't work with me, right? So you have to be ready to meet spirit, okay? And to say yes to yourself as a spiritual healer who is powerful and has a successful business. And then we can work together, right? Let's see. Erin says, I'm passionate about it. I just want to be like you. So good to see your face and hear your voice. Thank you for sharing with us. You're very welcome, Kelsey. It's a pleasure. Erin says, I guess I'm broken. Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, not really broken. Not broken at all. Just moving toward gaining understanding where you didn't have it before, right? And Erin says you're beautiful. I'm on my life path is a 5. So Erin, this is interesting. My life path is also a 5. Okay, so my life path is an 8. Okay, my life path number is an 8, but my name, Crystal Lynn Bell, is a 5. So number 5 is about freedom. Okay, and living really like expansively. And 5 is also wrought with challenges, okay? But also that number 8. So those two work really together for me because I'm very much about having freedom to do what I want. Working for myself gives me tremendous freedom. And the number 8 is about the business, as I said, right? So look, you guys, I want to invite you to come into my Facebook group. I'm going to pop a link to my group in the comments. And in this group, we can talk more about this stuff. I came on here as an impromptu thing. I was just feeling so high after talking to this beautiful 14-year-old girl who wants to be a spiritual life coach, and I thought it was just so awesome. And she'd been watching my videos. She's like, oh yeah, Crystal, I've been watching your videos. I totally want to be a life coach. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. It is awesome. So I'm gonna hop off here, you guys, and please come join my group. It's called Intuition Intuition and Business Training for Life Coaches, Healers, and Light Workers. And I'm gonna pop this into the comments. And Vita, I do hope to see you in my group. It'll be a real pleasure. I hope it went. Yeah, there it is. It'll be a real pleasure to have you there. Erin's in my group, that's for sure. Kelsey, I don't think that you're in my group. I'd love it if you'd come join me. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off because this is getting long. But it's so wonderful to have you all here. And yeah, just saying, if you are a spiritual healer and life coach, understand that what you have is powerful. It is powerful. And we want to pay you for what you offer. Okay? And gosh, if you let me help you with that, it would be my honor, my pleasure. All right? Well, have fun with it. All right, you guys, I'm signing off. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye.